June 4th, 2007, you came to Minot, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And Sharon asked you to check on Anita.
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, reading.
Sustained.
What did you do when Sharon asked you to check on her?
I said, that's the first thing I'm going to do, is go there.
About what time did you go there?
Well, I think we left right after I had breakfast, and then it takes about an hour to get there, so that's about when I got up there.
Okay. And do you know approximately what time of day that would have been?
Around 10 o'clock.
About 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you check on Anita?
I just went up and knocked on the door, and in fact, several times there was no answer. I tried to see if it was if I could get in, and it was locked.
Then what did you do?
And I had noticed that her car was there, but I didn't, at that time, didn't think too much about it because she a lot of times went with a friend.
Okay. So what did you do next?
Well, I went back to town, because this is in North Hill where she lived, and I went. We all three of us got what we needed, and I started home. And Sharon called me and said she still couldn't get a hold of Anita.
Okay, I'm going to back you up a little bit, Gordon. You said all three of us. You had other people with you?
I had two friends with me.
Okay. And so then you received another call from Sharon. So then what did you do?
I turned around and went back up to where she lived.
And about what time was that?
I would say it was around noon, I believe. I'm not sure of that.
And what did you do when you got back to the apartment?
I went straight to the manager's office and told him that we couldn't get a hold of Anita and that I would like to see what's going on if she would let me in.
Did you have a key to Anita's apartment?
Did I have a key?
Correct. Did you have a key?
No, I didn't have a key.
Why did you go to find the manager?
To get into the apartment.
Once you found the manager, what did you do?
She said that she could get into trouble if she did that. And I said, you can get into trouble if you don't do it too.
So then what happened?
She got up and got the keys, and about that time, the maintenance man was there also, and he stated that he had found a screen from a window of one of the apartments, and he thought it was from her apartment.
So then what did you do?
All right, that screen could ultimately be very important in this case. We're going to step aside here for a quick break and bring you testimony in the toxic roommate murder trial of Nicole Rice. The victim's dad testifies on cross when we return, so keep it here on Cold TV.
Tonight on Closing Arguments, two big hearings for two huge, fast-approaching trials. We're live with the very latest in the cases against Karen Reed and Lori Daybell.
Closing Arguments, tonight at 8, 7 Central, only on Court TV.
You feel that?
The NWSL is on ION.
It's game time.
Showing off a little skill now. The new Saturday Night Out is on ION all season long. Find ION wherever you watch.
ION, it's on.
Let's head back to North Dakota for the toxic roommate murder trial of Nicole Rice. The jury is now hearing from the victim's adoptive dad. He's on cross-examination. Let's get back inside that courtroom.
Attorney, about going to Anita's apartment that day. Do you recall the maintenance man?
His name? No, I don't.
Do you recall talking to him that day?
The only thing I know about him after that was in the paper he committed suicide.
Okay. Did he get the screen for you that you were talking about earlier?
Yes.
And he thought that was Anita's screen?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see where the screen was?
No, I didn't. He said it was about out in the middle of the lawn.
Okay. Did he tell you anything about curtains or a curtain rod from Anita's room?
No.
He didn't tell you that he had thrown the curtains and curtain rod back in her room earlier?
I don't remember that, no.
Gordon, do you remember doing a deposition a couple of years ago with Miss Sorgan and Mr. Becker from our office?
Right.
Do you recall talking about the maintenance man and what had happened at that deposition? I can rephrase that if that's hard to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recall discussing the maintenance man with Miss Sorgan and Mr. Becker at the deposition?
Right, I can recall that. And what he was asking me, well, how many feet away the screen was. And I said, well, I really don't know. He said, well, was it 5 feet or 10 feet? I said, no, more like 100.
Do you recall
He
specifically?
didn't ask me any more about that.
Do you recall specifically discussing how it could have been that the maintenance man didn't see Anita's body?
No, I didn't talk about that. I wondered about it because as soon as I got a few feet away, there was a flower bed, you know, outside at the bottom, so you couldn't get too close without walking in it. But yeah, I knew something was definitely wrong.
Okay.